However, one group of people drove around in slippery conditions a lot. And what's more, they needed to do so very quickly, so as not to get shot.
The military! And it was for them, and not the average road user, that high-speed four-wheel drive vehicles were now developed.
In 1940, with Europe already at war, the American top brass suddenly realized they needed a new off-road reconnaissance vehicle.
They drew up a list of almost impossible specifications, including high-speed capability off-road. They sent the list to all their major manufacturers with a demand for a working prototype in just 49 days. And this is what they ended up with, the Jeep, the fastest, most agile off-road machine the world had ever seen.
It was used in every theatre of war, from the Pacific to the Arctic. Yet its inventor, Karl Probst, drew up its design in just 5 days. The 1940 Jeep could do 60 miles per hour off-road, handle a 40-degree slope, turn in a 30-foot circle, and tilt left or right on a 50-degree angle without tipping over. One officer is quoted as saying,
"It could go places a bird would come back exhausted from." So, how did it do it? Well, partly thanks to this incredibly punchy and rugged 2.2-litre side valve engine, the so-called Go Devil.
It generated more power than the massive engine on the Spiker, yet was only a quarter of the size.
On top of that, it's got serious ground clearance to tackle the roughest terrain.
Go-anywhere tyres with massive treads.
And most importantly of all, it's four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive was ideal for off-road use. It gave superb speed no matter how rough the surface, as at least one of the power driving wheels almost always had grip. For off-road use, cornering, the great Achilles heel of the road racing Spiker, was no problem at all.
Off-road, the surface is so slippery anyway, the wheels can spin and scrabble as they go round a bend, even if they are locked together by the four-wheel drive system.
So, if they want to go at slightly different speeds when going round a bend, they can.
Meaning off-road cornering is perfect.
The military wanted to use their new high-speed reconnaissance vehicle on roads as well as off them.
Now this was a bit more of a problem, because on grippy tarmac roads, four-wheel drive vehicles struggle to corner.
But Jeep had a simple solution for that. Okay, Jason?
Okay.
If you push this lever forward, like so, it sometimes takes a little bit of getting in and getting out. There we go. That disengages drive to the front wheels, which turns the Jeep back into a basic two-wheel drive, corner-friendly road machine. Genius!
The military loved this vehicle. Over 600,000 were produced during World War II, coming off the production line at a rate of 1 every 1.5 minutes. But it wasn't just the American forces that loved the Jeep. A unit of the British Army adopted it too.
That unit was the newly formed SAS.
The SAS, or Special Air Service, was formed in 1941 by Captain David Stirling as a desert raiding force that could operate behind German lines. Something the fast go-anywhere Jeeps were perfect for. And the SAS added aircraft machine guns. With each Jeep delivering over 5,000 rounds a minute, they shot up airfields, destroying 61 aircraft in their first raid alone and 400 by the end of the year.
This is a 1943 original, the same model the SAS used. And with the help of Jason here, I'm going to see just how go-anywhere this vehicle really is. Through the water, we start putting on the power. There we go, very slidey, but whoa, give the wheels a nice clean. And give it the gun, and up we go. Ooh. Sorry, everyone. Are we all right? God. Is the crew still alive? Good. Broken back, broken camera, but not a broken Jeep, you notice. Oh yes, away we go, superb. This is off-road speed and actually very comfortable as well. Four-wheel drive, all four at the moment. And there's the hum, the fantastic hum that of course is so familiar from Second World War movies, as familiar as the twin Pratt & Whitneys of a DC-3. Love it.
By combining power and grip, four-wheel drive had enabled the military to travel fast off-road. And as the technology developed, it would be a military vehicle that would ultimately give rise to one of the greatest four-wheel drive machines of all time.